a mega fight is ordered and another one looms. We get into that next. Please like and subscribe. Help us hit 10,000 subscribers. Leave us a comment. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Tuesday Night Fights. Keith Thurman takes the stage this weekend in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center against the great Josecito Lopez. If all goes well, he will get Manny Pacquiao next. They're talking about July. That's what the rumors are. Look, I'm into this fight. Both fighters have substantial power, and we can say what you guys want. Pacquiao hurt Broner. Broner said he was hurt several times. Pacquiao still has power. Both guys have great legs, footwork. They're both great athletes. This is a really, really intriguing fight. I'm into this fight. Pacquiao still got it. And I know a lot of you are going to say that Thurman's going to beat him up and that he's too old and this and that. Well, look. Pacquiao's not the finisher he was when he was 30. Okay? A 30-year-old Manny Pacquiao would have taken AB out when he had him hurt in the 8th round. He didn't carry the punch output into the last couple rounds, really just the last two. But all things considered, Manny Pacquiao dominated, a B plus fighter in Adrian Broner. So he's still one of the most, he's still at that elite level. He's still at that most elite level of the sport. He's not the question mark in this equation, okay? Look, Pacquiao is still at the top level. If you dominate Broner, you're an elite fighter. Mikey Garcia did, Sean Porter, they're at that level. He's at that level. You guys might not want to admit that, but it's true. So Manny Pacquiao, not the question mark in this equation. We don't know what's left of the other half of the equation, Keith Thurman. He hasn't been in the ring in 2 years. In the last 3.5 years, he has fought just twice, and he hasn't scored a single knockout in those 3.5 years, in those two fights. Matter of fact, one time is now show us the cards time. Thurman has just scored one knockout in nearly 4.5 years. That's not great. He's now 30, so we don't know if he's going to have the same legs. Look, Keefy has been out, for 2 years now. He was out a year before he fought Porter. He was out almost another year when he fought Garcia. Before he fought Garcia. We don't know what's left of Keith Thurman. We can logically conclude one of two things, however. One of these two things must be true. He's the most fragile man in the history of boxing, and he can't not get hurt. He gets out of bed, he breaks a bone. He yawns, he breaks a bone. He eats breakfast, he breaks a bone, right? So he's either the most fragile man in the history of boxing, which means he will probably get hurt again, and we can't count on him fighting again. Or he lied about the severity of the injuries, and his heart isn't there anymore. He's not in this anymore. Also meaning we can't count on him because his heart's not in it. The WBA is not going to strip him. They've already made that known. And, if my heart's not into this, and I don't feel like doing this, and I'm rich already, I might not do it. So you can't count either way. Either he's the most fragile man in the history of boxing, or he's not into this. But it has to be one of those two. So pick one. Don't get me wrong. I am all in favor of Pacquiao Thurman. I really am. It's a great fight. It's a good clash of styles. It's a good action fight. Two good athletes. Both are defensively flawed enough where they could get caught. And they have the damage to make the other one pay if they do get a defensive lapse. Which both of them are subject to. It's a great fight. Unfortunately, it's likely not going to happen. And I'll get into that. Oh, I shouldn't say that. It's not going to happen this year. Keith Thurman hasn't fought twice in the same year since 2015. It's 2019. It's 2019. He hasn't fought twice in the same year since 2015. I'm guessing that's not a trend that is going to reverse itself now that Keefy Poo is in his 30s. Okay, Keith Thurman is now 30 years old. Think about that. He's not young anymore. Not that 30 is that old. It's not. But his legs are gonna start to fade. And he's gonna have to do it. And Keith Thurman's a better boxer, a quintessential boxer, than I think he gets credit for. He's gonna have to use that now because who knows, right? He's gonna have ring rust. He's not gonna have the same sea legs. So he's not going to be the same fighter he was, and he doesn't fight. He's inactive. He's only fought, like I said, twice in 3.5 years. One time a year if you're lucky, Keith Thurman. So, he's just not active. He doesn't fight twice a year. He hasn't done it in years. Manny Pacquiao hasn't fought twice in the same year either, not since 2016. Now, 40. Do you think that he's going to start becoming more active, right? I mean, do you think Thurman's going to be more active in his 30s than he was in his 20s? And do you think Pacquiao's going to be more active at 40 than he was in his late 30s? I think not. So, look, I'm not putting that on either one. Look, Pacquiao fights once a year. Keith Thurman fights once a year. Pacquiao fought Broner this year. Thurman fought Josecito Lopez this year. That's the fight they're taking. Now, I could be wrong, but in order for this fight to happen, they both have to fight twice this year. Which, you guys let me know. Do you also think Gary Russell Jr. is going to fight twice this year? I'm just being serious. Like, these guys fight once a year. That's what they do. And if that's what they want to do, then do it. Gary Russell Jr., I'm a Russell Jr. fan. He says, I'm fighting once a year. Don't bother me. I fight once a year. Okay. Then you fight once a year. I mean, it is what it is. So just, that's something to keep in mind that these guys, although this sounds, I'm for the fight, I hope it happens. These guys are once a year fighters and they've already fought there once a year. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Do you think the fight's going to happen? Do you like the fight? Who do you pick to win? I would lean towards Manny Pacquiao. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. I want to get to this other topic real quick. Billy Joe Saunders hit an absolute home run today. He had his 6-month ban lifted by the World Boxing Organization and was simultaneously made the mandatory challenger for his old strap, the WBO middleweight title. He will get a shot at Demetrius Andrade. Look, Andrade was open to fighting Billy Joe, but he wanted the Triple G fight. He let me know. He said he'd fight him. He said he's open to the fight. Doesn't know if Billy Joe will make it to the ring. He called out Golovkin. That's the bigger money fight. Neither man has a belt at this point, either Billy Joe or Triple G, so he'd rather the Triple G fight, which is fine. It's not a duck. It's a good fight. But it looks like he's now going to have to settle for the Billy Joe Saunders fight, which, don't get me wrong, is a grand slam. This is a great fight. I'm really, really excited for this fight. It's going to be a high-speed chess match. The act and react, counter and counter counters is something I really look forward to. This is two masters of the sweet science. This is two sweet scientists trying to figure each other out. I really, truly look forward to fights like this. This is going to be, it'll be a decent fight for the casual fan. Like, you got to appreciate the skill of these guys. But for the hardcore, for the boxing purist, this is as good as it gets. This is a great fight. So I'm not knocking the fight from a fight standpoint. What I am knocking is, look, let's be real. Billy Joe Saunders does not deserve to walk right into a world title shot. I'm going to keep it 100%. Billy Joe Saunders doesn't deserve this 4 months after the WBO stripped him of his belt and suspended him for failing a PED test. He doesn't. He doesn't deserve this. He didn't even wait out his 6-month suspension, which was a joke of a ban anyway. I mean, you basically just canceled the fight that he failed the test for. So, I mean, right? And then you'd have to schedule another one, and it would be almost 6 months out anyway. And look, unless you want to take a tune-up for some, but if you wanted to get right into another mega fight, you were going to have to wait anyway. So they would basically cancel the fight he failed the test for and didn't get a punishment, right? Let's put that to the side. So, Billy Joe Saunders is the mandatory challenger for the WBO title. Why? Because he got suspended for a drug test? For failing a drug test? And has fought once since? At 178 pounds. 18 pounds above the middleweight limit. Basically 3 weight classes bigger than the middleweight division. Because he didn't make the light heavyweight cutoff. So how exactly is disgracing the sport and fighting above the light heavyweight limit make you the mandatory for a middleweight strap? Obviously it doesn't. So I have mixed reactions to this fight. Look, it's a very good fight. It's an entertaining fight. I'd probably lean towards Andrade. I would have picked Billy Joe. You guys know how I felt about Billy Joe. I was a big Billy Joe fan. This whole thing with the steroids really brought me back down. And especially the way he went after Canelo. He called Canelo all types of names, cheater and disgrace and all types of stuff, saying he was to be banned for life. And then he went out and failed a PED test for a PED that Victor Conte says is 10 times worse. So, I mean, look, Billy Joe Saunders is not a serious person. We shouldn't be taking him seriously. That being said, he is a heck of a fighter. So is Demetrius Andrade. It's a great fight. I'll lean towards Andrade. He looks really good. I thought he'd be small for the size. He's not small for a middleweight. He's not. So it's a great fight. Let me know what you guys think. I lean towards Andrade. I have mixed feelings on the fight, which I've addressed a little bit, but leave your thoughts, comments below, as well as any early prediction if these two fights did happen. Who would you pick, and how would you pick them? But let me know what you guys think. For Tuesday Night Fights, this is 3D Boxing, signing off, saying thank you, and God bless.
Enjoy 3D Boxing vlog videos? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3dboxingvlog.com is also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.